好的，在今天的仇恨边缘当中，我们继续为大家邀请到的是美亚福邻社2位嘉宾哦，这个老妈跟 Kimberly 一块欢迎他们，还再次欢迎你们哦。那这个老妈问一下你哦，你说要听中文，那我就用中文问你。
Nice try.
Nice try. OK. So 有什么 What's different？ 就是在疫情前跟疫情后的时候，你觉得这个 Asian Inc. 跟 San Francisco City What's different？
Well, I think one depressing thing that I find is people say, well, why don't you put the name of your organization on the front of your building? And I'll be honest with you, Jaron, I have not felt like putting Asian Inc. on the front of our building would be the safest thing.
Why not?
To do. The story that I told earlier about a business that had to not telegraph that it was open is kind of, as I would say, as saddening as it is for me to think about that business, it's sad for me to think about that for our own organization. So I don't feel that it's necessarily, we want to be able to say, here's our name, because at our own headquarters, people left racist, vile, and garbage. They leave, go back to China. You know, you're all communists and things like that. So, you know, in other parts of the city it might be safer, but where we are now, I don't feel it's entirely safe to be telegraphing. And certainly we're open for business. We have a website. Everyone knows where we are and who we are. But, you know, I would like to see a San Francisco where people can be, as I told you earlier, safe to be who they are and to say who they are. And so one of the operational things is I will let you know, Jaron, when we put a sign up at the front of our building that says who we are in both, you know, in both Roman script and in Chinese script. I will invite you to see that. But operationally, Asian Inc. has to be very careful about how it presents itself on the ground. We also have to make sure our doors are open, you know, in a figurative sense when it comes to telephone and virtual and by appointment in person. Sometimes you hear in the news about nonprofits that get support from the city or from other public entities and how there are actors that may or may not be above board in taking that support and using that support towards their missions. So the money that nonprofits receive in support in grants and things like that is valuable. And to be clear, Asian Inc. is receiving a state grant to implement a lot of our Stop the Hate work. But what we would rather have than money is that feeling of safety. And if you can create a street environment or an environment in which we can conduct our services in a manner where people feel safe, that is more valuable than a dollar. And I hope that organizations, not necessarily us, but organizations that operate in a charitable manner can feel like they can continue to do so in a safe manner in San Francisco. So if you can make the neighborhood safer so that we feel like we can deliver our services in a more open manner, that's what we want. I am more after that than after a grant or after money, because money will not buy you happiness, and money will not buy you safety. But what can get safety is a priority on streets and the priority on people and a priority on community, absolutely. And I tell you, that may mean more boots on the ground. That may mean more attention to other places in the city that haven't been paid attention to before.
So if the small business owner or other people need help, how can they contact you guys? AsianInc.org, AsianInc.org. And you can reach me at president@asianinc.org, president@asianinc.org. So I'm not going to spell my name for you because we might lose people, but I will tell you, you can reach me at president@asianinc.org, and I will connect people with areas of our organization, whether it be small business, small and minority business support, housing support, support with our Stop the Hate project. I will connect. And Kimberly can be reached at stopthehate@asianinc.org. Asian Inc. with a C. not a K.
Not a K.
We are not a tattoo parlor. Okay.
Got you.
So make sure you get the AsianInc.org. Stop the hate at AsianInc.org, and our website is AsianInc.org.
是，
And
所以
also drop our phone numbers as well. Our office line is 415-928-5910.
OK， 老妈 ，you know our rule, right? We love to hear another story you can share with us.
Wonderful. Kimberly.
So we had the story is about a lovely Thai business here in San Francisco. The owner is an immigrant from Thailand. English is not her first language. And for her, a sustainable option for her and her family was to create a business, right? And thus, Thai restaurant was born. And unfortunately, it ran into, the sluggish economy and the pandemic and all of that. And that's where Asian Inc. comes into play, right? Asian Inc. provided her business with working capital, one-on-one resources, in-language resources to help the business keep their doors open, right? To have people keep coming through as patronages to the business. And today, the business is still here. Very thankful, right? Because if Asian Inc. wasn't, it could be gone. And there's so many stories that are like this, and this is exactly why Asian Inc. is here in the community to support the community and the work that we do. And I think that's very special.
Thank you for you guys sharing the stories, and thank you for your time. 我相信我们所有的观众朋友应该收获蛮多的。今天非常谢谢两位来到我们节目当中。Thank you. Hope to see you soon. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 也非常谢谢观众朋友的收看。记得 Asian Inc. 是 with C 不是 with K 哦。好，谢谢大家收看，谢谢。